Hi. Okay, so let's start. Uh, Basically, today I'm here. Um, you guys already might have guessed because I'm here today to review my planner. Okay, I already talked about it in my stories. I updated. I gave a story 2 days ago, I guess, where I asked you if you would be interested. Um, you know, in a honest review kind of video. So yeah, many of you guys replied to that, and yeah, आपका क्या बोलते हैं उसको मैं भूल गई whatever your wish my command that kind of thing. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, this is my planner. Basically, this is by factor notes. Okay, one more thing I just want to say before starting the review. There are going to be background noises in this video because I cannot help it. And second thing is, I will try to give a closer look of this planner, but as I have used it, there are some personal things written there, and I those are confidential. I cannot show all of those things, but I'll try as much as I can to give a closer look of the planner so that you guys get a better idea how it looks. Okay. Basically, the only motive behind doing this review video is for you guys to understand if you should invest, you know, like $1,000 in a planner or not. Even more than that, maybe some planners cost around 1,000 to 2,000 bucks. So yeah, I'll tell you guys if it's worth it or not. It varies from person to person. I will give my honest review so that you can later decide if you want to invest, because this time of the year, October, November, December, this is high time for you to choose your planner. I remember last year around this time I was really confused, as to which planner to choose, because there are thousands of planners out there in the market and it gets very hard for you to choose. And the most difficult part is, um all of us look at the covers first, but then some of us miss out, looking what's inside the planner, and that's what changes later, because we buy the planner looking at the cover, firstly looking at the cover, how attractive it looks and all, but then we ignore a few things that are there inside the planner, which later we notice, and then which later affects our uh, like using the planner efficiently. Okay, so yeah. Okay, there are also going to be background noises like that. Cannot help it, guys, because it's already raining outside and I live in an apartment, so there are going to be background noises from neighbors, from somebody is also working at my house. So yeah, ignore that and let's just focus on this one. Okay, so this is a hard bound planner. Basically, hard bound planner, it's not a spiral bound. All the planners by factor notes are hard bound planners, like till now. Okay, um, they have not released their 2023 planner yet, and I have no idea what's going to be there, but I can make a rough guess that there are going to be few things from this planner, most probably, because they always take suggestions from their viewers, from their users, customers, and they make some changes. But whatever it is, overall I found this planner user friendly. Okay, it's not too overwhelming, because a few planners, they make you really confused as to how to use them, and I am also a beginner. I have been planning since quite some time now, but it has been only a year or so I have been using this one, like officially a planner for planning purpose. I've always written my to do lists, or things to do, or whatever it is like related to planning. I've always written it down in a diary, but never used a planner. Okay, so yeah, whatever it is, let's just get into the review part, or else it's going to be very long as I talk so much. Okay, so this is the planner. All the planners are very aesthetic. You can choose from various options. Okay, so the first page is basically a note, welcome note kind of thing. And this page says, second page basically says how you should use your planner. Okay, they give you a rough idea. Next comes the goals, top 5 goals of the year, and then the vision board, which kind of looks like this. Okay, Vision board is basically, if you don't know what vision board is, it's basically a blank page or two, where you can paste pictures of something that you want to achieve a year from now or 2 years from now. Don't paste pictures of something which you want to achieve 10 years from now, because that is going to be not realistic, so you don't end up working for that. Okay, so try to paste pictures of something that you are going to use. Okay, or yeah, or better to say, you are going to work for. So break those big goals into small small parts, and then paste pictures something related to the small parts. For example, if you you know if you want to, for example, be healthy, like 5 years from now, if you want to look different, a better version of yourself, so break that main goal. What do you need to do for that, for being the better version of yourself? You need to work out, or you need to go to the gym, you need to eat healthy. So let's say going to the gym, so paste a picture of working out in the blank page, paste a picture of healthy eating in the blank page, so that you can work for that. Okay, it becomes easy for you and realistic also. Okay. Okay, then comes a page where you have to write your improvement plan, and it is divided into 4 sections: body, mind, relationships, and work. So basically, you have to write something which you need to work related to your body, related to your physical state. Then something you want to work about on your mind. Then something you want to work on related to relationships, okay, friends, partners, whatever. Then something you need to change or work on related to your work life. Okay, so that's fine. But I will say that I haven't reflected back on it very frequently. So yeah, some might find it useful, but for me it was not so much useful. Okay, it's fine, I'll say. Then comes a page of favorite quotes, where you got to write your favorite quotes. Basically, if you find something nice, you can write it there. Days to remember, important, I'll say. Okay, then comes a very interesting page where you will write highlights of the previous year, basically highlights of 2021. So yeah, that was very interesting, because before you start a new year, you really want to reflect back on how was 2021, or how was the previous year, how it went for you, the things you learned, the things you struggled for, the things you achieved. Huh. And then those are the things, basically you get to write it here, and it makes you feel very nice. You get a overall reflection of the whole year. So whenever you feel not very good, you feel upset, just come back to that page and you can reflect. You can see your learnings, and you can see that with time many things changes. Okay, that's that. And the next page will be the year. Okay, this is like, this year I will. Okay, this basically means that what are your small goals this year, not big goals but small ones. Like those are some sections, 5 sections basically, where you got to write practice gratitude by. This year I will practice gratitude by doing dash dash dash. Okay, you have to write the things. This year I will make time for, the blank part is given, you have to write the things you want to make time for. Then this year I am going to focus on, this year I am going to start doing and stop doing. Okay, those are the things. Okay, then there is a part which I haven't used yet, that is a letter to my future self. Yeah, I haven't written it yet, because I don't know, I just maybe I did not feel the need to, or I did not know what to write. Or the time when I started this planner, I was really confused, and I did not know what to say to myself or write to myself, so I did not write it here yet. Okay, but I think I will write it in the next coming 3 months. So yeah, I got to use this page. So yeah, that was it, which I did not use at all. Okay, then comes I, me, myself. Those are 2 pages which you have to write about yourself, where you have to write about yourself. Okay, these are things like, what do I want or need in life? How do I define myself? Why am I passionate? What am I passionate about? What are my proudest achievements? What are the things I can live without? I can't live without. Sorry. What are my weaknesses, biggest pet peeves, greatest challenge, and all? These are the things you have to write. Basically these are things that will help you like reflect upon yourself, think about yourself and write. Okay, kind of fine, but at times it might get overwhelming for some of you, because yeah, for me it kind of got overwhelming when I started writing. Okay, okay, uh, same thing, 2 to 4 pages on yourself you have to write about yourself. Okay, and then comes two things, that is bucket list, a bucket list and a anti bucket list. So basically a bucket list is things you want to do, and anti bucket list is things you want to remove from your bucket list, basically things which were in your bucket list but now you don't want to do, or things which you definitely don't want to do in life. Okay, so those are anti bucket list. Okay, so yeah, these are nice. Okay, and then there was a part which I did not, like, I actually wrote down things but I did not look back upon it ever till now. That was my ideal week in 2022. Can you see my ideal week in 2022? What should I say about it? Because you cannot have, like, I don't know, for me, um, yeah, I can somehow frame an ideal week, but it keeps changing, man. It keeps changing every month almost. So, yeah, some month I want a few things to be there in my idle week, and the other month I want these things to be there in my idle week. So yeah, whatever I wrote here does not resonate with me at all now, so I don't want this uh, portion to be there in my planner next year, because I will not end up using it, because it does not serve my purpose. Okay, okay, next one is 2022 year calendar. Okay, that's always there, and yeah, there are a few notes pages here. Okay, note sections, you can write some important things if you want to look back, so like important things. For example, I wrote my um ghar ka meter number, complaint number of electricity board and all. Those are important, sometimes you just need to check out. Okay, then comes the page, first month, basically January. Okay, it's very nice, very aesthetic looking, and very it looks very nice when you turn the page and see it. Okay, as a cover, it looks very nice. Okay, then comes a monthly overview. Yeah, this is something which is very important, monthly overview, because at times you just want to look at what your months look like. There are some important events, there are exams, you have assignments, or some deadlines you have to meet. You got to meet somebody, or birthdays and all. Just you can write it there in the monthly overview page. It's very helpful. For me it was very useful. Okay, and it's very simplistic, so you don't get overwhelmed. Okay, uh, next is a budget plan. Yeah, I completely used my budget section, because there were many expenses. Then uh, you know a lot of bills, a lot of recharges we have to do. लाइक घर का जो रिचार्ज रहता है ना डेली का, तो वो सब है यहाँ पे। फिर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी बिल रहता है, न्यूज़पेपर रहता है, ठीक है, बहुत सारा लाइक वाईफाई का रिचार्ज रहता है। देर आर मेनी एक्सपेंसेस दैट यू हैव टू मेक। सो या, अ बजट सेक्शन इज़ वेरी यूजफुल, बट आई really wish they could have provided one more page for budget section, because it's very less. I mean, yeah, they have provided 2 page, but I need more, because it always increases basically. So yeah, budget plan. Okay, and there was then one section which I completely was useless for me, that was meal plan. And I never plan my meals, guys, because I don't live alone, I live with my family. So meal plan does not work for me. uh, it's very funny that for the month January I actually wrote a meal plan, but it does not work, guys, because you cannot just make bread and eggs, bread and eggs, bread and eggs every month. Okay, like every week, so it changes depending upon the things available and all. So meal plan does not work for me. Yeah, it might work for you if you are living alone. Okay, then comes shopping list, which is useful for me, because कुछ ना कुछ तो खरीदना होता ही है हर महीने. So yeah, shopping list. Okay, then there was mood tracker, which was uh, I would say somewhat useful, but not entirely useful for me, because I don't know, I did not track my moods every day. For someone who likes journaling or bullet journaling, or a completely planner head kind of person, they might use it. But mood tracker is not for me, I feel, because whenever I'm down or whenever I'm extremely happy, I don't remember about tracking that day or tracking my mood in that mood that day on my planner. That day just goes by when goes by. Okay, so I don't need to track my mood basically, but it's okay. What I ended up doing actually was I missed a few days, and then when I came back to my planner, I had to think about what was my mood the earlier day and then I had to color it accordingly, or you can color it, you can do whatever patterns you want. So that's that. Okay, mood tracker was not that useful for me. Period tracker or workout tracker. Actually, first month may I made it period tracker, but then next month se I made it period come workout tracker. Okay, so yeah, this was very useful for me. I always track my periods. It's always useful for me. So yeah, this was very nice. Then comes affirmations of the month. Okay, this is, by the way, like, this is not exactly a period tracker, but this is a blank space. A tracker, basically, you can use it any way. Okay, you can make it your workout tracker, you can make it your water tracker, or you can make it your reading tracker. Whatever you want, you can make it there, and you can write basically what tracker you want to name it, and use it accordingly. Okay, and then comes affirmations for the month, goals for the month, things to focus on, and distractions to avoid. Okay, affirmations for the month was fine for me. I wrote 1 to 2 lines every month. Goals for the month was good. And then came a section that was things to focus on. Now, what I actually felt confused was, goals for the month and things to focus on kind of overlapped, because I am going to focus on my goals basically, or I'm going to work for my goals. So basically, those two things are almost similar. Okay, so I kind of got confused and ended up writing the same things in both the sections. Okay, so this did not work for me so much. Only one section is fine basically for me. Either goals for the month or things to focus on. Okay, that distractions to avoid. Yeah, pretty useful, you can write up, but then I don't know if you will reflect back on it and then stop your distractions. Okay, you have to be mindful for that. Okay, then comes doodle your feelings, a blank space. Like, every month you have a interesting thing to do. So yeah, some months you have crossword puzzle, some month you have to you know find out words from a puzzle. So those are the things, every month it is different. So for January it was doodle your feelings. I somehow doodled whatever I felt like. Okay, and then starts daily का जो plan का space. Okay, you have daily का plan का space. uh, okay, and then with every week, for every week you have things to remember, top priorities. Okay, things to remember, top priorities, and then habit tracker. You have a separate habit tracker, a sleep log, and then two blank sections. Okay, now uh, things to remember, you have to write whatever things are important for that week. Top priorities, again these two sections kind of got confused, for me, because I guess top priorities will be much better for me, and things to remember both kind of ended up being very similar. Okay, so I guess top priorities should be the only section that is required. Some might need that section, things to remember, but for me it was not that useful. uh, a habit tracker, you can track your reading. For example, I tracked my reading goal, hydration. Then I actually kind of maintained my sugar and like refined flour intake and all. So that's what I tracked down. Then yeah, those are the things I tracked here. Sleep log, again something which I don't know if it's that very useful or if that's very necessary in a planner. Sleep log is something I don't track it down, because some days when I have less sleep, I don't feel the need to come here and then uh, you know mark it here that I slept for 4 hours or 5 hours that day. So not that useful, but okay, fine. Then there are two blank spaces, basically two blank boxes, you can say. You can either write any quote there, you can use it anyway, okay, anyhow like you want. And you can also make a separate tracker for you if you want. Okay, and there are notes sections if you want to write anything. Okay, that's that. Every week you have the same thing basically. Okay, and at the end of the month you have monthly reflections, which was very nice according to me. There was my accomplishment, something you achieved, things I'm grateful for. Okay, my learnings, something you learned, maybe those are not achievements but something you have learned over the time in a month. Okay, then what I could have done better. This is very useful because you don't always achieve things, you also lack a few things. You could have done something better, you could have learned something, you could have make better use of your time, so you can always write there. And you, that actually makes you reflect upon those things and helps you do better the next month. Okay, then there is wellness tracker, basically happiness, physical health, mental health, productivity and me time. You can track it accordingly. And again there is notes section. I had, like, there are so many note sections because you will get confused over the time. So what you can do is, in the note section I actually used up the note section as a journal space. I used to write like in 4 to 5 lines how the month went for me. Okay, how was January for me, how was February, so you can write that journal space, or you can use it accordingly. If you have many notes to write, you can go ahead. And then the same thing happens for February, March, April, May, June. Okay, now let's skip to the last part. There were, okay, I will tell you later, wait. Let's skip to the last section. Yeah, okay. Now the last section of the planner has a reading list. Okay, and this was a learning list. Okay, a learning list actually. But what I did was I took out a page marker and I wrote my reading list because I thought that I had a plan to read many books this year. Somehow I completed half of it, but whatever it is, I thought that my reading list will be much better than my learning list because, yeah, you can learn many things, but you don't always end up writing it there. So I again, I actually edited it and made it my reading list. You can do that. You can personalize yourself, okay, customize it yourself or however you want. It's not always necessary that whatever they have given, you have to use that section for that particular thing itself. You can always put on a sticker above, you can hide that thing and write it something different, and you can track something different, you can write something different. Okay, okay. And then comes my movie watch list. Okay, yeah, I used it. I had a plan to watch various movies these days, especially Marvel movies. So yeah, I tracked my all my movies. Again, a movie watch list. And then there is a series watch list, which again I found useful because, yeah, I watch series. So yeah, okay. And then there was okay, there was two series watch list, but I made one of them a Bible verses because I actually at times I read Bible. So there are some verses which I find really nice, and I read them whenever I feel low or I don't feel good. I read Bible. So there are some Bible verses which I wrote down. Okay, and there is again travel list, which I don't find useful. Actually, I did not go for such a long vacation. Yeah, I went for one, but that was, and for me, I'm not a kind of person who will make a travel plan and then write a travel list and then write things I should pack. I'm not that kind of person. I always do it spontaneously. I don't write it down. Okay, specifically for a vacation, I don't write it down in my planner. So I made that travel list as a password list. Okay, I wrote important passwords that I can't remember. You have many Instagram accounts, you have many emails, you have various accounts in different sites, then whatnot. You have many things, basically many passwords are there, and you don't happen to remember them all together. Okay, so I made a password list there. And then there was my restaurant or food list, cafes or restaurant you want to visit and all. So I wrote that. You can also change it and write something else if you don't want to write restaurant list. Okay, and then there was something which I did not think was very useful for me. That was my possession map. थिंग्स आई ओन. नाउ थिंग्स आई ओन, इसके अंदर बहुत कुछ आता है. आप लोग हमेशा, मतलब आप लोगों के पास तो बहुत कुछ होगा ना, तो इट्स नॉट पॉसिबल टू ऑलवेज राइट दोज थिंग्स विच यू ओन. And I don't find it useful. Why will I write something which I own in my planner? It's not very. I don't find it relatable basically. So I left it blank. Maybe I'll write something else here with time. I don't know. And then there was things I lent. Now this was somehow useful because there are some books which I lent to my friends, so I wrote it there. Things I lent. Things I borrowed. Again, I at times I borrow books from some of my friends, and I just write it there so that I don't forget. I can return it back to them. Yeah, things I lent and things I borrowed is fine. Okay, then comes identity card. Again, identity card contains three sections. Okay, items and that are mine or my partners. Basically it means that if you are living with someone or if you have a roommate, you can write it there. But I don't find it useful at all, because if I have an identity card, for example voter ID, Aadhaar, PAN card, I'm not going to write my voter ID number here or voter ID card, like if I have one here, because those are confidential things. You don't write that in your planner, right? If it gets lost, what about that? Like I cannot take that risk, so that was not useful for me. Again, there was something like, I don't know what it was. I actually covered it with something different. It was, I guess, health index. Again, health index was something which I don't find that much useful. So instead of using that index, I made it a weight tracker. I actually wanted to track my weight this year, and what I did was I cut out a small portion of a page marker basically, and then I wrote weight tracker. uh, and you can write your goal weight, or the weight you want to achieve in a few months. You can write that goal, and you can write what I did was I wrote Jan, February, March, April, May, June, and then I tracked my weight every month and I wrote that. Okay, that was for me. Okay, and then there was my wish list for 2022. Again, wish list is something which I don't actually track in my planner. If I have something which I want to buy, I will always add it in my shopping cart or wish list online in the app. I don't write it down. So instead, what I did was I made it my workout list. You know, for the times when I don't have access to the internet, there can be days when you don't have access to the internet, or you don't want to use your phone for doing your workout, you don't want to use your TV for doing your workout. So those are the times when you need something offline, something written down in a paper, so that you can see the name of the exercises, you can remember the form, and you can practice it at home. Okay, so I made it my workout list, and I divided in different parts like lower body, core, arms, upper body, shoulders, back, you know and then I wrote different exercises that you can do for specific body parts. Okay, so I made it my workout list. Again, there was annual vacation plan. Okay, can you see? It's blank. I did not use it because, yeah, I went out for a vacation, but I don't think I should write it down here, because it contains where are we going, when, how long, from when to when, then by flight or car or train or what, to do things to do before I leave. So again, not very useful for me. There was two annual vacation plan, some of which I actually tore the pages because I did not find it useful. And something which I don't find useful, if that's there in my planner, it kind of bothers me. So what I did was I tore that page and used it for something else. So annual vacation plan was not for me. Maybe, yeah, if you are someone who travels a lot, you can use it. And even if you are someone who travels a lot, there are some people who travel a lot but they don't write it down in their planner, or they don't journal it. If you are someone who journal your travel experiences, for you it's a great option, go and use it, I will not say anything. But for me personally, it was not that helpful. Okay, and then comes, what was it? Okay, it was again the vacation plan only, but I covered it and I wrote yearly achievements, because there was no section for yearly achievements. So I wrote yearly achievements, and I will track down my yearly achievements at the end of the year. And then the best part was, at the end of this planner, there are a few dotted grid pages which you can use as you want to. You can make it a tracker, you can write different things, you can even write your expenses if you want. You can write your any quotes if you found useful, any series, your ideas if you want to do something, if you want to start a new business, your investments or your ideas, your steps that you can take, you know, anything, basically anything you can write it in here in the dotted grid pages. And then the best part was the back pocket of the planner. Can you see the back pocket? You can you can keep important things in here. Don't keep too confidential things which are risky, because if it gets lost then those are gone. So keep things which are necessary but not that confidential. Okay. Okay, and then these are the sticker pages that comes along with the planner. Many sticker pages, those are enough. I feel those are enough for you for the entire year, because see, I haven't used so many of them. So many of them are left to be used yet, so I have to find out ways in which I can use, you know. So yeah, those are sticker pages, enough for the whole year, I feel. And yeah, oh, you get this three, you get basically you get 3 bookmarks with this planner. Yeah, this 3 different colored bookmarks. Okay, you can use it accordingly, whatever, however you want to. Yeah, so that was the planner. You also get an elastic band, which I actually need a lot. I love it. I always look for elastic band because it keeps the pages intact, you know. Yeah, so that was it, guys. My honest review of this planner. um, there were few parts which I completely ended up using, and there were some parts which I did not use that much, like the meal planner or the vacation plan, or you know, um, things I own, sections like that, or the mood tracker. Okay, so yeah, if you ask me to rate it out of 10, I will rate it 8. Okay, because it ended up being quite a nice planner for me. It's a beginner friendly planner, I will tell, because yeah, except a few parts, it is very user friendly, and the pages are very good. Okay, decent enough. So for somebody who is a beginner who wants to start like the planning journey, he or she can always opt for this planner as his or her first one. Yeah, so yeah, now comes the question: should you invest $1,000 in a planner like this? Okay, for me, um, $1,000 for this planner is decent enough, because yeah, now if it's should I invest $1,000 for a simpler planner? Why not? Because if it serves my purpose, I'm going to invest in it. Okay. Okay, I need to drink water because I'm so done talking for, I guess I have talked for half an hour, more than half an hour, 40 minutes almost. Yeah, continuously. Yeah, so that was it, guys. My honest review of this factor notes planner. Overall, I really liked it, but there were some parts which maybe could have been better for me, which was okay if they were not there in the planner. Okay, so I just gave my honest review. I hope this review will help you out, or will help you to figure out, you know, to choose your planner wisely, to take your time. Take enough time, take as much time as you want, and think about the things you need in your planner, and then see the options that you have in the market. Okay, see the options that you have in the market, in Amazon, Flipkart, Mintra. And you can also look in Instagram. There are various pages in Instagram that sells tons and tons of planners. Okay, you can make a list of the options you have, then you can go and check out each one of them, which one of them best serves your purpose, go for that. Okay, it if it serves your purpose, it's worth the price, it's worth your investment. Okay, don't hesitate to invest in something which actually serves the purpose. Okay, so yeah, that was it. I really hope you liked this review. That it was a very impromptu video. I just thought out of nowhere that yeah, why not, let's make a video, you know, because last year I was at the same place. I was very confused, I did not know how to choose my planner. I ended up buying this because this looked kind of decent to me, and it served my purpose. At least 90% of the at least it served 90% of my purpose, so I don't blame. I am not at all, like, I did not regret my decision at all. I'm totally happy with it, totally happy with my investment. So yeah, I hope this helps you. And yeah, this video is going to be very, very long. And if you have watched it till the end, thank you so much. I'm not a YouTuber, I'm not an influencer, I'm just a random person who likes, stationery stuffs, who likes planners and diaries, notebooks, journals. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video to help you guys out. And yeah, I hope you found it helpful. I hope you found it useful, and I hope it saves a lot of time. And yeah, I hope you get the planner that you have been waiting for, that you deserve. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you again for watching this video. Yeah. Bye. I'll come back with maybe another video of the flip through of this planner if I think, because yeah, there are some personal and confidential things in this planner, so I have to plan it out before I put it out there. So I cannot promise you another video, but yeah, if I get time, if I can plan one, I will definitely bring another video that can help you guys out. Okay, till then, thank you so much. Bye bye, love you.